Well, first tonight, 1,600 new carers are being recruited in Nottingham to help deal with the fallout of the coronavirus crisis. The council's promised they will get proper protection, and some workers are now being given equipment to work with people who've already been infected. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball reports.
Kelly's providing personal care in people's homes. The tools of her trade are a growing list. Gloves, shoe coverings, protective goggles, hand sanitizer too. But it's a job that's more important than ever as elderly people are forced to spend weeks in self-isolation.
The main panic is the fact of being left and not knowing the next time they might see a face. Tasks can range from medication, personal care tasks, assisting with meal and fluid prep, and just monitoring their well-being.
It must be a scary time for you, though, as well, with COVID-19 around.
Yeah, it's a scary time, but knowing that we can support somebody throughout this, it's nice, it's heartwarming.
And Nottingham City Council says more and more people will need carers like Kelly because they're being released from hospital at a time when more and more staff are going sick. So now it's offering 1,600 new jobs to fill the gap.
We can guarantee that people will be well trained, they'll be well supported, and they'll have the personal protective equipment that they need. We can also say that behind them they will have citizens of Nottingham being incredibly grateful for the work that they're doing. As I say, this is one of those jobs where you can go home at the end of the day and know that you've made a massive difference to people's lives.
And now Kelly has been issued with this too, a coverall for working closely with anyone who gets infected with the virus. It'll make her job even more demanding, but it could save lives.
Well, as we know, there have been huge concerns about a lack of personal protective equipment across the wider social care sector. Jeremy, I think you've spoken to a number of workers, haven't you, who are really quite worried about their own safety.
They are, and they're very afraid, but they're angry too, and they all agreed to speak to us on condition that we protected their identities. Now, Sarah works at a home that cares for elderly people. She told me one woman who she's fed and washed has now tested positive for the virus. We need masks and overalls too, she said, but we've been told to get them online. Then there's John. He's in a children's home where they need to use restraint. John said he can't get disposable aprons or face coverings. We're used to broken noses, he said. Now it's biological issues as well. He's applied for a different job. And Pamela cares for people with everything from learning disabilities to dementia. Her company said it simply can't get hold of protective equipment. Staff are wearing paper towels over their faces attached by sellotape to use as masks, she said. As you can imagine, trade unions want action.
I know of one facility where they've totally run out of aprons, gloves, masks, even paper towels after washing their hands. It's an absolute necessity to be able to wash hands, wear gloves when providing certain care to the residents. It is absolutely shocking and scandalous.
I'm told that many councils in the East Midlands are now really concerned about a lack of the right protective equipment. And the BBC has heard similar worries from care companies. Almost 400 across the country said they didn't have enough PPE. In response, the government says it's working with the military to help everyone get the equipment they need. And it says it's providing 26,000 items for social care providers and working round the clock to sort this.